Hello from me, Lazarus. Welcome to the next lesson on creating a website from scratch. Right now, let me first tell you that I'm working on my third book, Mastered Techniques in Adaptive and Responsive Design. In it, we'll look at converting our school website to be adaptive. And we will also look at higher master level techniques in adaptive design and CSS in general. Expect the new book soon. Currently we are working on my book on creating a website. We are changing the chapters in CSS that are not included in the free part. We've covered this chapter before, in previous lessons. Now we've moved on to the last one, which is included in the paid part, CSS programs, tools, resources. We've reached this part with CSS preprocessors. A CSS preprocessor is a program that allows you to generate CSS code, using a unique syntax, specific to that particular preprocessor. These are separate scripting languages. Each of them has its own concept of working with CSS and its own set of features. Preprocessors are used to improve the quality of CSS code and reduce the quantity. They are also used to add features to CSS that are not available by default. Common functions for preprocessors. Each has its own set of functions, but we'll look at some that they have in common. Variables. These are necessary elements, which are present in programming languages, but were missing in CSS. However, in the latest versions of CSS, they started to be introduced. I have a special lesson, a special chapter for them in the book. Nesting. You don't need to write each line separately. They have their own rules for nesting. Mixins. These are templates with ready-made CSS code. This code can easily be added to any of the elements. It includes mathematical expressions, functions and so on. And the most popular preprocessors are first CSS, which is the most feature-rich, the oldest. Its first version was released back in 2007. It's written in Ruby. It has the most complex syntax. Requires visual styles to be much clearer. Forces you to write more code than you want to. But it has more features than its competitors, and that's why it's used so often. It has two syntaxes. Here's its website address. The next best known is LESS. It's simpler in terms of syntax, but more limited in function at the same time. It has better support and is more suitable for beginners. For not very complex sites. It was released in 2009. It was originally written in Ruby, but it was later rewritten in JavaScript, which simplifies its maintenance. It's not very difficult to learn, because it contains only the most basic components, which are easier to understand. There is also an extension. In the last one, Stylus is the newest after the popular ones. Its first version was in late 2010, written in JavaScript, which makes it more flexible, but it doesn't have as many features. It has a few syntax options. There are simpler options, but it is still not as widely used as the first two. That's all for this lesson. Best regards.